Ask Mark Curry what joke he talking about. Tell him to grow up, man.
I think it was on Little Big Shots he was making the reference.
Are you kidding me?
You knew Jeffrey Epstein, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. We flew.
In 30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2024. This year kicked off with quite a stir in the celebrity world, particularly for comedian Katt Williams. His recent appearance on Shannon Sharpe's show, Club Shay, coincided with the release of the Jeffrey Epstein transcripts, creating a whirlwind of news. Today, I'll be diving into the situation surrounding Katt Williams, who caused quite a stir in the comedy community. He unleashed a torrent of critiques against fellow comedians like Kevin Hart, Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, Faison Love, Ricky Smiley, and many others. His comments, which included controversial remarks about selling out and compromising integrity, have sparked widespread conversation. Child, he certainly didn't hold back in expressing his opinions about his peers. Katt Williams also directed his criticism towards Cedric the Entertainer. Katt was displeased with Cedric's attempt to dismiss the allegation of having stolen one of Katt's jokes in the past.
What up, y'all? What's up? It's Sid. I'm gonna address this Katt Williams thing one time, man. I saw people on there really commenting about that. Look, I have no idea what this brother is talking about. That joke is over 30 years old, close to 30-something years old. I did the Kings of Comedy in 1999. Probably had been doing that joke 6, 7 years before that. I don't even know if Katt was doing comedy then.
Cedric did the same thing. Cedric told you when you asked him, did you steal Katt Williams' joke? Yeah. He said, it don't line up.
Katt say you stole one of his jokes.
Yeah, like, I mean, it was ridiculous. You know what I mean? It was like the idea of the joke that he was even talking about don't even match up with no timeline. So for me, it was one of those things like...
Did you have a conversation? Did you guys sell it? Did you have a conversation with Katt?
Well, I responded to him the way he responded to me, but that's what I said as well. I've seen Katt, even before then. Right. I've seen this guy 30 times. Like, dog, if you literally was that upset about it, like, dog,
just step to him and say, hey,
why didn't you say nothing? Like, that don't even make sense. This is some internet shit, and that's all I can say. So, when I responded to him, he didn't respond back to me, and I left it at that.
Do you feel that someone else has stolen some of your material?
Oh, that's a part of this business.
Right.
Like, and I think that, sometimes it's intentional and sometimes it's not.
Right.
How it don't line up that I did it on TV in 2018, you came to see me at the Comedy Store do it in 2019, and then did it on the Kings of Comedy?
Katt mentioned that he had initially forgiven Cedric following an apology, and they had seemingly moved past the issue. However, the situation flared up again when Cedric appeared on Club Shay and seemingly belittled Katt, which reignited Katt's frustration and led to his renewed expression of discontent. Katt Williams didn't hold back. He also took aim at Steve Harvey.
All this stuff on YouTube, all these interviews over Detroit, all these radio stations. I got family up here, friends.
Yeah.
Steve, man, when you gonna say something? I don't gotta say nothing. I am the original Kings of Comedy.
Katt accused Steve of harboring jealousy towards Bernie Mac.
I got the offer,
Then what happened?
but I turned it down.
Why?
Because you shit on Bernie, and I know the truth. You think I'm gonna let you shit on Bernie and then come get me? I'm the next king?
For those not in the loop, Steve Harvey, D.L. Hughley, Cedric the Entertainer, and Bernie Mac were all part of a legendary comedy special, The Original Kings of Comedy. Despite Bernie Mac being widely regarded as the standout performer, Steve Harvey was the one who closed the show. Steve has acknowledged feeling somewhat intimidated by Bernie Mac's comedic prowess, and this reportedly led to some underlying tension between them. Bernie was under the impression that Steve was envious and even trying to undermine his opportunities in film. There were rumors that Steve attempted to take over Bernie's role in Ocean's 11, fueling friction between them.
Where he got so big and it was Bernie and them's fault because they wanted to be movie stars. What? You called Ocean 11 to get that nigga's part.
Adding to the drama, Steve appeared on Club Shay and downplayed his aspirations to be a movie star. He claimed he never really sought that path, yet his actions, especially competing with Bernie Mac for a film role, suggested otherwise. Katt didn't shy away from pointing out these contradictions. He also accused Steve of plagiarizing material from fellow comedian Mark Curry and even questioned the authenticity of Steve's claims about his past struggles with homelessness.
Halloween was a trip. Halloween, we couldn't afford no Halloween costumes. Hey, kids, please. Mama sent us down to the liquor store, put boxes on us. I think we UPS, I guess. I don't know.
Every Halloween, I had the same outfit on. Every year. I just had a brown box. And he just told me to tell everybody I was a UPS man.
The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had.
Ask Mark Curry what joke he talking about. Tell him to grow up, man.
I think it was on Little Big Shots he was making the reference.
Are you kidding me?
Spilling more tea, Katt Williams had some choice words for Faison Love as well. The relationship between Katt and Faison has been rocky, to say the least. They were once on good terms, but things soured over a financial dispute. Faison claimed he was shortchanged by $50,000 for a tour he did with Katt Williams.
So I was like, yo, not only you out of pocket, nigga, you owe me 50 grand for all those fucking places that you advertised me for.
But the drama doesn't stop there. Faison also accused Katt of not just throwing verbal jabs, but escalating to a physical confrontation, alleging that Katt once pulled a gun on him, albeit an unloaded one.
Katt pulls out a gun. I'm like, oh, you gonna shoot me? You gonna shoot me, nigga?
The plot thickens with claims that Katt even tried to get Suge Knight involved to intimidate Faison.
We see me and Suge and Katt see each other at the comedy store. He's like, Suge, there you go. And they all do like, kill him.
Talk about taking things to another level. The tension between these two has been palpable, with both hurling insults back and forth. Faison didn't hold back either, going as far as to label Katt as the most overrated comedian of all time. It's a full-blown shade fest between these two. Katt Williams didn't spare Rickey Smiley either in his series of candid call-outs. The drama unfolded when Rickey Smiley gave an interview on Club Shay, dropping a bombshell about the casting for the movie Friday After Next. Rickey claimed that he was originally cast to play the iconic character Money Mike, while Katt was slated to portray Santa Claus. However, in a twist of Hollywood magic, their roles were supposedly switched at the last minute.
You let Rickey Smiley sit here and you said out that mouth, you stole Friday After Next, the one I was in.
But here's where it gets juicy. Katt Williams is crying foul over Rickey's story. He adamantly denies Rickey's versions of events, declaring it a complete fabrication. Katt insists that things didn't go down the way Rickey described, suggesting there's more to the story than meets the eye.
Why you didn't ask him why has he played a woman in more movies than he's played a man?
It's a classic he said situation, adding yet another layer of intrigue to the ongoing saga of celebrity spats and behind-the-scenes drama.
Just for clarification, I went out to audition for Friday After Next as Money Mike, not the Santa Claus. And that is the honest God truth. I had no reason to go on there, to go on Shannon Sharp's show and lie about any of that. That's what I auditioned for.
Katt Williams was on an absolute roll, not just setting his sights on fellow comedians, but expanding his candid critiques to just about anyone in the limelight. He even took a jab at actor Jonathan Majors, bluntly calling him ugly. Katt wasn't holding anything back, serving up his opinions unfiltered and sparing no one from his razor-sharp tongue. It seems like no celebrity was safe from Katt's scathing commentary. Child, Katt was really stirring the pot. And he didn't stop at just fellow celebs. He even threw shade at people's spouses. Get this, he totally called out Kanye West's ex, Kim Kardashian.
What do you expect? The guy married a like what?
Oh, Lord.
Like,
I mean, he wasn't just dishing the dirt and not holding back at all.
I didn't mean it like that. I mean, married her because she was one. Not he didn't know. He understood that he wanted that.
It's like no one was off limits for Katt's tea-spilling session. He didn't even spare Ludacris's wife. Like, out of the blue, he brought her into the mix. And hold up, he even spilled some tea about him and Ludacris hitting up this so-called Illuminati meeting. Yeah, you heard that right. Illuminati. Katt's story, not mine. But he's out there claiming they were told to switch up their looks, shave off their hair and sideburns and all, just to get a spot in the Fast and Furious squad. And guess who got picked? Ludacris.
We were both invited to an Illuminati thing, and it had to be one or the other of us, and decisions had to be made. So it was both of us, we were equal. One of us had to cut off all their hair and couldn't do the sideburn thing no more with the points. And the next person, they said, was going to get $200 million because they were going to pay him $10 million a movie to do 20 movies. And that's how the conversation happened. One of those persons turned out to be Ludacris, and the other person turned out to be Katt Williams.
Fast forward, and Ludacris ties the knot with his current wife. But Katt's got this theory, right? He's thinking that a bunch of these black celebs are being told to marry women who look a certain way. It's like he's suggesting there's this secret playbook for fame or something. Total wild stuff, straight from Katt's mouth.
One person ended up with a light-skinned, ugly-faced wife that's never done it. Remember I told you that if I say that, it applied to 7 people? Yes. It's part of what they give you.
Y'all, Katt Williams is bringing the drama big time, and it's messy. His interview, total entertainment gold. I'm not even gonna front. I was cracking up through the whole thing. But let's keep it 100. Katt does have a knack for, let's say, embellishing the truth a bit here and there. Not saying he doesn't drop some real talk, but sometimes he stretches things just a tad. And oh boy, the folks he called out, they were not having it. Like Ludacris even clapped back with a fire freestyle.
Never been Illuminati, only Illuminati, and I only left with bitches when coming from any party. Now I'm married with kids, the evolution of life. Never been a clout chaser, never say shit for likes. R.I.P. John Singleton. You never have to flex when you earn every one of your Fast and Furious checks. Afro with the sideburns, yeah, that's my signature. Addictions on the rise, comedians check your temperature.
Bam, that's Ludacris for you, serving it straight up. And it's crazy how Katt just gets under everyone's skin, right? Dude's got this wild talent for grabbing everyone's attention. This interview went viral, blowing up all over the internet. And you gotta wonder, was this all to take the heat off that Jeffrey Epstein list? I'm gonna hold off on diving into that one until more deets drop. But with Katt trending nonstop, I had to dish on this. The man's a genius, for real. He's on this comedy tour and knew exactly what to say to get us all buzzing. It totally worked. So, what do y'all think about all this drama? Drop your thoughts below and let's chat about it.